All right, I am joined here today by Tyla Promnick, who will be fighting on August the 9th at GoldenGloves, Empress Palace. You'll be coming up against Noxolo Maragula, and that's the next one for you. How are you feeling going into this one?
As excited as I always am. You know, I look forward to every single fight. I love being in the ring. So, yeah, very excited.
Very excited. And your career is going on really quickly now, and you're obviously on a fight night that involves a lot of other female athletes, which I think is a great initiative for boxing. How do you feel about that?
I am extremely excited to be on a bill with such amazing fighters and such amazing female fighters, to be honest. You know, I'm with Kaylee, with Sarah, their opponents. You know, it's such an exciting thing for boxing to have so many up-and-coming great female fighters, and to be on the same card as them is just amazing.
It is amazing. And of course, you said at the press conference there, no matter who you fight, your O is remaining and staying intact. What gives you so much confidence?
Listen, I have confidence in myself, which I've built over time, knowing my skills and knowing how hard I train. I go into every single fight. I don't care how hard my opponent has been training, because I know I've been training harder. I trust my coach, I trust my corner, I trust my team, and that's why I can go in with so much confidence, because I know my own ability.
And of course, the work that you're putting in, we had an interview with Alan Sior as well, discussing your career, and we touched on your career as well. How's it like working with the combination?
It's amazing, you know, to be able to work with Alan Jr., who's carrying on such an incredible legacy, and Alan Sior, of course, who's worked with so many of the greats, is really a blessing to me, to be part of such a great team, to be part of such a great legacy. As I've said in the past, you know, boxing in the shadow of legends, nothing could be more true.
And in terms of like the press conference that we went through as well, your opponent wasn't obviously present, but there's a lot of like sort of media attention on you and some of the other big fighters on there. What's that been like in a personal capacity for you to get that sort of platform? You
know, it's been great. I'm not used to, you know, social media attention or you know, so much press, but it really is, as I keep saying, it's a blessing and it's a privilege to be able to have so many people backing me and to have this platform where I can share my talent and show the world what I'm made of.
And I spoke about the other female fighters on the bill there. Like, let's go into the relationship that you have. Obviously, Kaylee's got a really hard fight coming up. We looked at that, 2 undefeated fighters from the Western Cape, and then of course Sarah as well, who's a young up-and-coming fighter herself. What is your relationship like with those two?
Listen, both of them are such incredible girls. You know, they're so lovely, so down to earth, and I'm not too close with either of them, I think, because both of them are in Cape Town. Yeah. But, you know, I've been very friendly over the phone with Sarah. I support both those girls with my whole heart, and I honestly could wish them nothing but the best. You know, female boxers, we got to stick together in this game. You know, girls supporting girls, I think that's a very big thing for me, and that's something that I'd love to advocate for. So with them and with all the other female boxers, I wish them nothing but the best.
And the nice part is you're all in different weight divisions, so you don't have to rival each other one day. So you can be quite friendly. What have you been working on in this camp? Is there anything in particular that you've honed in on?
Listen, I think every single camp, you know, we try to level up in, whether it be in small ways or in big ways. There's always things that we need to improve on. I think even when you're world champion, there's always things that you can improve on. So obviously working on fitness, ring IQ, and I think the experience does help with every fight. You know, I think I can level up to the point that I want to, and yeah, that's what we're aiming for, is just that constant progression to get to that higher level.
And what's it like fighting at Empress Palace? You've done it now your whole career.
Oh, absolutely amazing. You know, Uncle Rodney, I'm so grateful to him and to the whole of GoldenGloves to have given me these opportunities as a young female fighter, you know, who hadn't had many amateurs to prove herself. To be given that opportunity in the first place is absolutely incredible. And I think to be being able to prove myself at Empress Palace is amazing, and I couldn't be more grateful to them for giving me that opportunity to showcase what I have.
And you're quite involved. I know that your brother did fights in the last fight at Empress Palace, that you were at all the press conferences and everything. I don't know if you're just checking up on the opponents, but you seem quite actively involved in the whole boxing scene. Is that how we see you going forward as well?
100%. I think because I'm so passionate about the sport, it's not about it just being a job for me. It's about the fact that I love being a part of it. I love being part of the scene, and I think having my brother in the scene also does help, because I'm his number one fan. I'll say that until my last day on earth. My brother is a big role model for me, and I think because I support him so much, I get very, very passionate about it, which obviously is why I'm there to check out his opponents, but also just to be that support structure. I know he has a great support structure at home, but and in Cape Town with his team, but being his sister, I gotta back my brother always.
100%, and he's such a gentleman of the sport as well. I just got to spend a little bit of time with him at the weigh-in and have a chat to him. Obviously, a first loss as a family, you'd have to deal with that. And what was it like for yourself personally? Just seeing obviously not the result that you wanted on his side.
I think that I saw something in Dean that night that I haven't seen in many boxers. And I'm not just saying that because he's my big brother. I'm saying that because the heart that I saw in that fight, even though it wasn't the outcome that we may have wanted, seeing the heart he gave at the beginning of every single round into the fray, jumping into the middle, that was amazing to see. And I can hopefully say that potentially it'll run in the family, that's still to be seen. But even though it wasn't the result that we wanted, seeing the heart that my brother showed gave me more pride than any win could ever give me. It's always hard watching a loved one take that much punishment. You'd think as a boxer, you're used to seeing someone take punishment, seeing someone get knocked down and not, taking all those shots, but it's very, very different when it's your family member. So it was obviously hard seeing that, and there was a lot of emotions involved because it's different when it's your brother. But seeing the heart that he showed in that fight gave me more pride than anything.
And now it's your turn. You got to get in there and you got to really, but like you said, you both are really good come forward fighters. You're always full of energy, going to come and give the best available fight to your opponents. What are you envisioning on fight night?
Listen, I'm 3-0, 3 knockouts. Hopefully we get a fourth one, but I'm always ready to go the distance. I know she'll be a tough opponent. I'm ready for the best version of her. And yeah, I wish her the best of luck because she's going to need it.
And most certainly, 100% knockout record, of course, that's amazing, especially for female fighters as well. I think that, and not just female fighters, the smallest weight division as well. I think that most of the knockout high percentages come out in your big weight divisions. So you obviously take pride in the fact that you can stop opponents.
I definitely do. I think it's not that I rely on the knockouts because I know I can get the wins regardless. I know I have the stamina to. However, it's obviously a source of pride to know that I do have the power to stop my opponents. When I was in my amateur career, I came down from a much higher weight category. I lost a lot of weight. I came down, my highest was 63, and now I'm coming up from 45 kilos to fighting at 47 kilos. And I don't think I've lost much power from when I was that weight. So I'm very happy that I still have that knockout power, but it's not that I rely on it.
And walking around at a smaller weight division, and you obviously, within that, you don't have to cut weights, let's put it that way. Does that help you think in terms of fitness when it gets to ring? Because we see a lot of people pulling weights and they lose that edge. Do you think for you it helps?
100%. I think it is difficult for me at the moment to pick up weights, but I think it is easier than losing weight like a lot of boxers do. I think losing weight strips you of a lot of energy, and I think because a lot of boxers do it in such an unhealthy, quick way, it takes away a lot of their potential in the ring, which I'm very happy I don't have to go through, but I wouldn't say that picking up weight is the easiest either.
All right, and I want to get you, so your prediction is going to be a knockout?
Yeah, I predict a knockout.
All right, fantastic. Do you have a message for your opponents?
Good luck. I hope you've prepared because I have, and yeah, you're going to need it. Bring your A game on the night because I sure will.
All right, August the 9th is where it all happens. Obviously, everyone come through, come watch. It's also on the World of Champions Supersport as well. Tyla, do you want to say any thank yous, any shout outs just lastly?
Just shout out to my team, my family, obviously my brother. Hi, Dean. And then obviously to GoldenGloves, Uncle Rodney, for the opportunity, and my sponsors, Calvin Klein. Thank you to Stan Kotkin for the constant support. And thank you to you, Hayden. I really appreciate you giving me this opportunity and this platform.